Welcome to the Teamwork Monster Hunter Podcast Show. It's episode 127 for the 19th of April 2014. Hi everybody, here's Christian from Teamworkcast. And welcome to the Teamwork Monster Hunter Podcast Show. I am here with three amazing hunters, and I would like to present the hunters to you. Right in front of my butt, in front of my groin, I would say, is Shepard on the ground.
Hello.
Shepard, what are you doing there? Have you lost a penny?
No, I just like to think that, as a group, we're going to be able to take video game podcasts up another peg.
Very, very, how thoughtful of you.
Yep.
Behind me waving is Cthulhu.
Yes! I'm just waiting to see the Christian Shepherd man-child that's going to be birthed from this in 9 months.
Oh gosh, you've been experimenting with those things. I want to hear all about in a second. But first, I want you guys to introduce you guys to our guest for this episode, which is none other than Roy, aka Kotowari.
Hello.
Hi Roy, how are you doing?
Pretty good, can't complain.
You just came back from Japan, haven't you?
I did, I was there for like 3 months.
Oh man, that's so crazy. You want to hear about this podcast is going to be a bowgun only podcast, so let's go out immediately and start shooting at things.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yes. So why did you go to Japan, Roy?
It was partially like a vacation, and then also while I was there I did a little bit of work, like freelance work with 8.4. The guys who localized Try and Try G.
Yes, the guys who made the excellent 8.4 podcast.
Yes, yep.
Which is also a very good podcast. If any viewers have not been listening to that, please watch it. I can plug it all day long. It is so good.
Especially if you're into games and Japan and Japanese games.
Yes. Yeah, so that I got to be on the podcast a few times. It was intimidating, to say the least. I'm used to like really laid back podcasts. And those
now
guys,
they start
they're
their
efficient.
podcast with like a scream.
Yeah, that's actually the same scream you'll hear if you walk into like any store in Japan. Basically, that they're very active in welcoming people.
Mm-hmm.
So
does that mean welcome?
Yeah.
Is it Ino Shy?
It's irashaimase. But yeah, that's you'll get sick of hearing that after 3 months in Japan. That's for sure.
What
it's
does
very
it mean?
quaint the first time.
It just means welcome.
That sounds like a mouthful for just welcome. Oh, there's
There
a cat.
are a lot of syllables
Yeah,
for it, I guess.
sorry about the cat.
No, you don't apologize for a cat.
There's a big giant cat right in front of us. Wow.
Oh,
That was
and
great.
Time to
now
first
Cthulhu's
death.
dead.
I am
Should
missing
have brought
all my
Should
crack
have brought your
shots.
Moxie, man.
Meh.
We're just talking about that.
Moxie's for wussies.
For cheaters like
For
Shepard.
survivors. I'm gonna die too. Don't worry about it.
Moxie's a crutch.
So, Roy, what have you been doing for 8.4? Have you been doing translation work?
It's mostly been editing, so...
Hey, you did a lot of their podcasts, right? You edited a lot of those?
Not the podcast, but I did have to record one episode because the normal guy was sick.
Mm-hmm.
So that was also crazy because I'm not used to their kind of setup, which is pretty complex compared to my own.
I mean, if we don't mind getting into some of the drudgery technical details, can we just kind of get an idea of how they do it?
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Well, they've got like all these like mixing boards and stuff.
Oh wow, it's like so much better.
Like plural mixing
nonsense.
Boards?
Yeah, and like...
Well, they only do recordings out of their office. Like they're not doing anything over Skype, right? Like you gotta go to, is it Shibuya or whatever, if you want to be on their podcast.
Yes, correct.
For the most part, right?
Yep. And yeah, so one time I had to work with that, and there's like different levels for all the different mics.
Oh wow.
So it was like it was required like a full day of learning how to use everything.
Crazy.
Now, I thought I heard Griffin McElroy on one of their podcasts. Was he like in Japan? Did he just so happen to be in Japan? How is that possible?
A lot of times they do have guests. I don't think that Mark likes to have people on that aren't actually in Japan, just because it gets a little tricky with Skype.
No, it absolutely does.
Yeah.
That's, as we have encountered repeatedly, even just today, it's a problem.
What are you talking about, Shepard? It's so cool.
No, look, compared to normally, it's awesome.
It just takes 2 times longer than without.
Well, probably better than flying everyone out here for a recording every week, so.
I guess.
Well,
we haven't
if we
checked
just
it.
had our compound, we'd all just be in the same place anyways.
We need to find out the Monsanto Zero problem.
Okay.
The
So they
poop
like to
sock
do
hotel.
everything hardwired with their condenser mics. That's good of them. That's nice.
Yeah.
So it's mostly helping translate for things like that then, Roy? Anything else? Or?
It's a lot of like looking at raw translations and cleaning them up. Because
they've got a lot of properties they work on. Like, they're not just the Monster Hunter guys. Like, you can go to their website and be like, wow, they did that?
yeah,
They did Fire Emblem, which is like one of the... Like,
Oh,
yes,
man.
yes, which is a huge game. They've told me all these horror stories about how they would like. I think that some of them worked like 80 hours straight or something when they were working on that game. So
that is messed up.
yeah, so if you're a fan of Fire Emblem, know that their blood, sweat, and tears went into that game.
Without a doubt. So, I mean, and that's also for the people that want to get into localization, like, get ready. Because I'm sure there's deadlines, and, like,
Oh yes,
the companies don't care about your life.
No, not at all.
They want your translated goodness.
And some companies are easier to work with than others, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I noticed on Twitter there was a picture of Roy's bar. You have a bar
Oh
there?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too. Oh, she's here. Guys, she's here.
Okay, I'm heading back. Yeah, that's, that's my retirement plan, basically. I'm just gonna have that rake in the money.
Girls bar.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good, yeah. I like that.
Was that a hostess bar? I guess I know I sound a little naive. I just don't know.
It's one of those bars where basically you buy drinks and then you chat with women and
They'll pay attention to you.
yeah, they tell jokes. Well, not jokes, but they basically listen and engage and.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going to a place and have people tell jokes. To be like, just sit down and tell me jokes.
Like,
I'm a lonely man.
they're like modern geishas, but without the makeup.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
I guess.
analogy. It's oh boy, that's an angry Diablo. So boy, ow.
Wow, she's not stuck. She's like bumping her head against the wall.
No, she's stuck now. Don't worry, I got you, Roy.
Thank you.
Okay, and then
Ooh, nice.
and then I heard from the grapevine. I heard that you were able to pick up or purchase a copy of Monster Hunter 4 while you were over there. We haven't really
I
spoken
did.
about it all that much.
Yeah,
How
my
is
bar.
it? What do you think about it?
I actually really, really like it. At first, when I heard about the game, I think I remember complaining to you about this too, Shepard. I was like, I don't know, jumping around and landing on monsters' backs, that sounds a little weird to me.
It does sound really weird, doesn't it, when you think of it? Especially if you're so used to being on essentially a 2D plane. You're like, how can that ever possibly function?
But now that I've played it, I love it, and I think it's probably the best Monster Hunter I've played. Because I think it's also balanced really well. Like, it's satisfyingly difficult. I like that.
It seems harder than 3U, doesn't it?
It does, definitely. I feel like I also enjoy the arena a lot because it's just 2 people. And I think that is, to me, when arena is the most fun. Because you really have to coordinate your efforts more than if it's just a team of 4.
Well, I will gladly be your arena brother anytime you want.
Good.
For those of you that don't know, Monster Hunter 4 has online infrastructure gameplay anytime, so as long as you have a wireless router and a Japanese 3DS, you can play with anyone. Really.
That was freaky. My TV lost input, and so I was running around completely blind, trying not to get killed. until I could power cycle my TV. It's like, no!
You hid your panic very well.
Yeah, really.
I haven't noticed. How long has been this going for? Like the last 3 episodes or so?
Oh, that was that. It started when, what was it? Basically when you started talking about Monster Hunter 4 with Roy. That's the entire time.
Wow.
I was without video. I was like, no.
But you didn't die.
Yeah.
You should always carry a dad caster with you.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have known which one it was. So.
Nice.
Use all the items.
We defeated the Black Diablos.
Ooh. But yeah, I love the jumping mechanic in 4. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main thing to me is it's like, it just gives you more options, right? Like, if you want to be like a 2D purist, alright, fine, never use any jumping attacks. Meanwhile, 99% of everyone else is going to be doing super pounds to faces.
Yeah. Well,
and
like,
it's going to feel wonderful.
It really changes like a lot of the tempos of the fight too, because if you get someone who's like a dedicated bug staff user, and you start coordinating stuff, and you figure out the timings for when monsters are susceptible, you can always know when you can get a break to recover.
Right. Well, I guess I only have one complaint. I think maybe writing is a little OP.
Yeah, I also think the bug bow is a little maybe overpowered, which, you know, they have that issue with new weapons a lot, so.
Yeah, well, they never had it with a switch axe.
How odd!
They figured that one out. Figured that one out. They said, "Oh, we got to make sure this one's not overpowered. Let's make it decidedly underpowered."
I know.
Yeah.
Let's make it suck. We succeeded. Oh, that was a. You know, there are a lot of people who enjoyed the Switch X Shepard. We've been talking about this Shepard. You shouldn't be dissing the Switch X on air.
I got 2 really good charms right now.
Really?
I'm going to use both of them. Evasion plus 6 with 1 slot, and evasion distance plus 5 with fast charge 3.
Ooh,
Good.
wow.
You know, I
That
have
second one's hot.
2 talismans with Edge Master 3, sharpness plus 5. 2 of them. I could sell one. It would be fine. I should crush it on air and laugh.
Do it right now.
Do it right now. Do it in slow motion. Yeah, but then I wouldn't have to, because now I'm trying to collect them. I want 3.
And we're back. Let's do this. Lucent Narga, was it, right?
Correct. Oh, and guys, don't run away, because I'm going to give you a little power juice. I'm going to spray it on you.
Oh, nice.
That's what I forgot to pick.
What?
Too.
Power juice? What?
Yeah.
Power
Should
shots.
we
Don't
all
worry about it.
gather together in a group?
You
so
can.
that we can.
I mean, if you don't, you're not going to get it.
What?
All right, so lift your arms up. Got to get in your armpits.
All right.
There you go. All right, we're good.
What was that? Was that an injection?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a power injection.
He gave us an injection.
I gave you. We just did some classmating, and now we're going to have a star child.
Man,
Wait a
I totally
minute,
tried
Start.
to reload off that cliff, and it didn't work. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
know that
isn't
work
that sad? That's a little
Yeah.
depressing.
Why are we doing this mission? This is just causing pain and suffering.
Because we're men. Well, I mean, I'm a man. I mean, you're all technically women, but you know what I mean.
Shut up.
Ouch.
No, you're playing as women. I'm not being
That's true.
insulting.
That means Shepard has to
uh,
carry us all. He has to be
and
our
also-
That's not
knight
true.
in
That is
shining armor.
sexist.
And also Cthulhu has gotten children.
Yes, I've been making lots of star babies and making them fight for me and sending them off to increase the shops in town and everything.
So let me ask you a question.
Wait, what is this a reference to right now?
Oh, Conception 2.
Oh, okay.
A new game on the 3DS. And also PS Vita? I think?
Yep.
Is that one of those pervy kind of games?
Oh, yeah. It definitely
Okay.
seems pervy to me.
Not as pervy as most of them, but yeah, it's
It's way updated as far as the perviness goes.
You do something in the game called class mating with females to create star children.
Did the females have a choice in the mating, or you're just telling
I think
them
they
you're
do.
just like you
Well,
get it
they're basically
on?
told if we don't classmate together, the world's gonna end and everyone's
Right.
gonna die. So I'm not sure how much choice they get.
Oh,
and even if they don't really like you, they still do it anyways. It's just the babies aren't as good.
They're angry babies, like ugly.
They get lower stats.
My parents don't love me.
Don't reach as high a level. It's sad times when your mommy doesn't like you.
Okay, so how do you make the babies?
So it's done. Basically, it's done through this little cutscene where all it is a silhouette of the mom, and you're essentially like touching, and that's it. And that's what makes the babies.
Yeah, how you mean like the hands touch?
Yes,
like
you hold hands and you hold hands, and then a baby gets produced out of these little dolls. And
I don't think that's how it works. But...
Yeah, this worries me. This worries me. Some people might get like weird ideas of how reproduction works.
Right? Japan's already, they're already having troubles in that department. It's not making it
games
more
like this aren't helping.
Yeah.
The Ministry of Health has to like make like a public comment, like this is not how that works. Stop.
But it plays out a lot. It's almost like a Persona 4 meets
well, that's
a dating
what I got
sim.
out of it. It was a not quite as good as Persona 4 Persona game. Like if you really like the dungeon crawling for some bizarre reason, it's a lot like that.
Yeah, and the dungeons get really interesting later on. Like they'll have floor traps and whatnot, and you'll need like specific classes of babies in order to do things. Like there are doors where you need like 3 thief babies in order to get through it, and then there's a merchant class that lets you summon shops and stuff in the middle of the dungeon.
Babies.
Yeah, merchant babies.
How do they?
Question for you: how's the voice acting? Because when I played the demo, I was not terribly impressed.
Oh man,
it's the voice act. It's the equivalent voice acting that I expect from most Atlas games. With the exception of the Persona series. The Persona series
I usually expect pretty good voice acting from them at this point.
Yeah. It depends on the character as well. Like some of the characters have much better voice acting than other ones, and then the dialogue can get kind of odd too. But
they're making Star Babe. So wait a minute, we still haven't finished the details. So how? Who does somebody get pregnant or what?
So
where do the babies come from?
All right.
Yeah,
so
where do they come out?
Don't they come from a doll or something?
So there's these Muskoska dolls that you basically are inputting the ether from the main character, and then I can't remember the other term, but basically it's the moms have one trait, the dad has the ether that powers it, and together they input their stuff into a doll, and bam, magic babies.
This is so disturbing.
She's gonna die.
And so far, I've created like 30 babies now. My wife has created like 40 babies. We're horrible, filthy.
Man.
And we fight over our Vita over who gets to make babies.
Like, give it a rest.
You
do what you can, right?
These babies. They're my babies.
And then it's kind of just like when you make them, depending on the affection levels with the mom and whatnot, they'll have like a max level they'll reach, and then once a baby gets to its max level, you can independence it and send it to town to level up your town.
I was worried you were going to say you could mate with your babies after you get to certain level.
No, man, that would be awesome.
With babies. And the combat system, I like the concept of it, but it's almost too easy. Like I want to get to New Game Plus just to see if it gets harder, but it's set up to where there's basically directional fighting and enemies who are doing like power attacks. You can interrupt them to delay it longer and what they call a chain, and so you'll keep pushing the enemy's attack back, and you're getting extra hits in and whatnot. So, it's a good game in small doses. It's going to be my new potty RPG, so to speak.
You're making babies while you're pooping?
Damn straight.
I know when I go, it looks like I'm making a baby. I mean, it's.
Are there some people that don't know they're pregnant and then they do that by accident?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Oops, I was pregnant. Oh, well.
Oops, good thing.
It happens all the time. Like you're reading the newspaper, it's like woman goes to hospital for stomach pain, leaves with baby.
It was playing too much Star Children conception.
But like,
she actually classmated on her way home that day.
And for anyone who has both the 3DS and Vita and interested in the game, I recommend it on Vita just because it doesn't really make any use of the 3DS bottom screen, and the graphics are much better on the Vita. So,
are there any Street Pass functionalities though?
I
Yeah,
don't
can you have
believe
babies
so.
with each other?
I don't
like
think there's
co-op
actually-
Yeah,
babies?
I want to give you my baby.
You want to give me
Yeah.
my baby?
And you can give me, and then you'll give me your baby.
Well, there is something called blind mating, where you're essentially mating with people online. So
Is that like the equivalent of like a swingers party?
pretty
Seriously.
much.
This sounds like some kind of like crazy
Hey, baby.
like I don't know, like Russian roulette. One of them is not using a condom. Like I don't know. It's oh man, this is
And
crazy.
it's this story is interesting. Like all of the girls feel like some anime trope. You've got like the short
of
girl
course.
with a big that's trying to overcome being short, so she's constantly drinking milk. And one of the lines she spews is, "I'm gonna drink milk till I mew." And my babies are powered by milk. It's just like, oh god, come
Oh my
on.
god.
Whose milk?
My
Just
baby's
cow
a
milk.
Can
power
you
milk.
produce milk in this game?
No, but there's
Oh.
it's a trope for a lot of animes where
Yeah.
the small girl, the girl who's small for her age is constantly drinking milk trying to get big, and so
This is
Is that
this
how that
I've
game.
never
works?
seen that one. I've always
Sounds
seen the
insane.
one who's bad at cooking.
Oh, yeah.
The tomboy, the shy one,
The bookworm.
yeah.
bookworm, yep. And then there's like, what is it, the tsundere, and where it's like they're
Yeah, is there a
jerk, but then-
tsundere?
Yeah.
I need that. I want
Yeah,
to date that
my
one.
my wife is. I typically go for most of the sci-fi anime, so I don't really notice it. But my wife is big on like the magical girl and slice of life.
I need
ones,
I need
and
a
so-
tsundere magical girl. Is what I need. If those
Yeah,
That's a
exist.
very specific fetish right there.
Have you ever
Oh man,
seen,
I died, guys! I
I
died.
think there might be one of those in Madoka, actually. If
All
anybody's
right, I
ever
got to
seen
get
it.
on that.
It's a great show.
I watched it just the other day. Actually, it was on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't know it was on Netflix. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on
Netflix
Crunchyroll,
is
too.
actually starting to like get good anime on there again. Finally.
Yeah, we'll
It-
do a brief 30-second anime cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got Attack on Titan now too.
Yep.
No, and it's they've
Oh,
got the
and
options
what?
to do
You
Japanese
guys
voices.
finished without me. Oh.
Should have drank more milk, man. Get your carbs. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Kind of effortless with 4 guns. Oh,
It must have
that's
been really
it.
frustrating for him, you know, just like getting
He's like
pelted
he's
from 4
chasing
different
us the
angles.
whole time. We're always like running away.
Ah yeah,
Apples.
I'm carving him.
Apples. Everyone needs a apple.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Blind-
considering
blind main tank.
Atlas actually had a contest where you would actually be able to enter in a review for Conception 2.
Yeah, off of the demo.
I didn't play it enough to like it enough to give a good review of it, so I thought it would be better not to review it because it reminded me of just the dungeons from Persona,
Yeah.
but without the characters that I like from Persona. You know? Does that make sense? Is that
Yeah.
weird?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt. So I just said, well, you know, maybe it gets better. I didn't feel it, or you know, maybe I have to open my mind up to more anime. I guess
And
that's the rule of the
well,
day.
see, the problem is you just don't want to be a dad to that many babies. Is really what.
No.
You don't?
Think of all that child
Is-
support.
I mean, imagine like you're playing the game and like actually the only way to play is to constantly feed your credit card information in, just constantly like paying like $200 child support payments to someone at Atlas.
This is so wrong. Do the babies have to go to school?
Nope. They come out ready to fight.
Jesus. Like
This is
they're born
crazy.
into a world of fighting.
Who came up with this one? Like, I would love to see like the design document for this.
So I was at PAX this past week, guys.
Oh my gosh! Do tell.
Yeah, a lot of nerd odors in that place.
Ooh.
By the third day, there's like this little enclosed glass tube that you can like walk through,
Oh wow.
and
God.
not a lot of ventilation. Yeah, not. That was the one day my wife came up and she was just like, "Wow, that is like not. That is
This is
not good."
This is these are the people you spend time with. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about divorce.
I just like to
divorce.
imagine like the wedding reception that like takes place after PAX in the same convention center.
All right, me and
The poor
Roy.
people that
I
have
guess
to endure it.
I'm gonna be the sniper from above.
Oh, I didn't know you can hit him from there.
You really can't.
But there were
You
a lot of
can't?
things there. I was a little sad. There was no Nintendo booth. There was no Capcom booth. I missed them both. But there was a lot of really interesting things. I'm not sure if they're common at most cons, but they had rooms set up for like console free play. They had like this one hall that was just filled with these enormous body pillows, and people would just play a bunch of handhelds there.
The handheld lounge.
Yeah, it was great. There was like a little Monster Hunter guild. Everyone just like hanging out, playing Monster Hunter together.
Oh, I thought you said anime body pillows.
Did a couple. What is it? Dire Morales versions. That was nice. A couple people earned their chops. Well, that's the hard part with Monster Hunter on the 3DS is there's no way to play with other people. So if you need help, you're kind of all on your own.
Oh,
I heard you did pretty well in the Street Fighter tournament.
That's just ridiculous. So,
all right.
Goodbye. We'll miss you.
Dark Souls
Welcome to Dark
style.
Souls.
So special rules for this. If you die, you can't come back. All right, Roy, it's on us.
Oh boy.
A-Data, a hardware vendor, was doing a promotion, a daily Street Fighter Cross Tekken tournament. And I've never played Street Fighter 4 before, let alone Cross Tekken. And I had no idea how to play. But it was kind of like one of those Fred Savage in the movie The Wizard moments where I was taught how to play the game moments before and started to do surprisingly well really quickly. And it wasn't a huge tournament. It was a tournament of maybe... Oh, I'm worried.
I got KO'd by a Jaggy. Seriously?
I don't feel so bad.
Well, getting dizzied in Street Fighter 4 is a bad thing, as I noticed. I don't know. The first round I played went without incident. I more or less was just pounding buttons like the guy next to me was. The game I played just after that was against somebody who had a lot of experience. He was playing as Zangief, which I guess is like a noob crusher, right? Known to crush noobs. And I spoke to this one guy literally a minute before I played the game. Hey, what am I going to do? What am I going to do against this guy? This guy's going to kill me. He's like, what I want you to do is just stay a little outside of his range and poke him.
Huh?
And the first, because it was going to be 3 out of 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
First round, he kept getting me. He kept trying to pull me into his noob tornado. Every time he would spin, he had a cheering gallery. The gallery kept cheering "Churn the butter, churn the butter."
Oh boy, that's intimidating.
It was very intimidating. A ton of people came to support this guy. I don't know if he was a semi-pro or something, but I kept just doing these low, medium kicks. And I keep kicking him as he kept getting in. And I guess I read up on it later. If he gets in your zone, he will destroy you instantly.
Oh.
But as long as you can keep Zangief outside of your zone, he really can't do much to you. And it's the first time I won, the cheering gallery started to get silent. The second time I won, they started going a little nuts. They started going crazy for me. And the third time, he got me. I don't know, his super. Oh yeah, remember to eat, guys. His super pile driver. And then I somehow pulled off this really long gem combo. I guess they're gem combos. I don't know. And I got him. And right after I did it, I turned to him and I shouted, "I can't believe it's not butter!" and so at that point I was in the round of 4, right? And so I was happy. I mean, I got completely crushed by the guy that taught me how to play the game after that. He was the senpai noticed me and he killed me.
Who did he use?
He used some female character and a character that's a lot like Bruce Lee, Fei Long, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He used Fei Long and this other girl, and I used Ryu, and I used Jin, the main character from Tekken.
Ah.
So
all right,
it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And there was a lot of prizes being given out. I mean, the first day, between my group of friends and I, we won almost $800 worth of prizes. A good amount.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, don't leave, guys. Hold on.
Oh.
Power.
Wait, where are you guys? Oh, I guess
We're in Area 6. I'm going to give it to you guys, and then we're going to go. I'm sorry, Roy.
No, it's
There's
okay.
going to be a really powered-up Jaggy in that area. Be careful.
I will be sure to avoid him.
Yeah, he'll get you.
So is it still Demons Dark Souls?
Oh, yeah, still Dark Souls style. Yeah, if you're going to die, yeah. Don't.
So speaking of Dark Souls, so one of the reasons, I mean, obviously we haven't recorded an episode for quite a long time because apparently
not that long, like maybe about 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, so apparently lots of us were like went on a Dark Souls vacation, right?
It was a dark time for many of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
So
think
can we
we're all-
talk
we-
about
we
Dark
all
Souls
just
2?
admit
I'm the only one who hasn't played it at this point.
What is wrong with you?
We're still releasing Dark Souls 1
He
playthrough.
still has shell shock from Dark Souls 1, so...
Have you learned to dodge yet? Did you know you can dodge in that game?
Shepard, shut up! Don't be one of those people.
Stop it! Are you... Somebody's ruining my face
was-
just now.
That was me. Sorry.
Okay, it's alright. So yeah, what do you... tell us about it, Roy. Tell us what your binge was like. How about we all just kind of like spend about 2 or 3 minutes talking about what our binge experience was like.
Yeah, the Dark
boy.
Souls Anonymous.
I could talk a lot longer than that. But okay, so I got the game and I had it in mind that I was going to be a Dex character for my first character.
Right.
And started as Bandit because Bandits have like I wanted to do like a little bit of min-maxing, like try to have one stat just as low as possible, and Bandits have 1 intelligence, so I was like, that's awesome, they're really dumb. Which I didn't realize until later actually makes it hard because there's some NPCs that just refuse to talk to you if you're really dumb.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That is a thing.
Yeah, some of them are like important to getting like different weapons and such. But so yeah, Dex character, I had a lot of fun with that.
Did you beat it with that character?
I did. That's the only character I beat it with so far.
Oh wow! Wow, on your first character?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Wait,
I was
wait a minute.
really
What do you mean
cautious
first
about
character? Is
Oh,
there?
no,
Is there
we'll get to my session
All right.
afterwards.
So then I was like, all right, that was fun. I want to do a strength build now because I just want to hit stuff with a really big weapon. And I kind of fell in love with the giant club and the greatsword for
It's a good
like
weapon.
for strength weapons. But I found strength gets kind of like a pure strength build gets really challenging towards the end of the game when you kind of need range stuff.
It's true,
So-
and also, I mean, sometimes you'd rather just get 1 or 2 quick hits off than the one big hit. Like you can't sit through the wind up.
Exactly. So then I was like, I was doing a little bit of research. After I beat the game, basically, I was like, okay, now that I've beaten, I can go crazy with researching stuff. Because I tried to avoid that this time around,
Oh, good.
at least for my first playthrough. So then I was like doing a little bit of research, and I was reading about mundane builds, and I was like, I've got to try this.
Oh, those
What
are
is
so
m-
good.
What is a
Oh, if you
mundane
got
build?
the Santier spear too.
That's what I got. Plus 5 Santier Spear, 10 plus 10 Mundane Avalon. That is a sick
You're the boss right
combination.
now.
Pretty much am.
How have you not beaten the? Have you beaten the game with that character yet?
This character I'm actually gonna just keep around for like PvP.
Okay.
So
So you're gonna be like a low soul level guy, crush people.
Actually, I found that the higher soul levels give you a better. Oh, thank you for that life powder.
No, you're very
Higher
welcome. Mike.
my soul level, I seem to have more fun battles.
At the higher
Especially-
level.
Yeah,
Well, and there's also a system in place where if you stay like a super low soul level, you'll eventually never have any fights. Because your total, unless you're a new game plus, your total soul count will stop you from fighting other people that aren't like doing the exact same thing that you're doing.
Just trying to be that little new game Smurf.
Yeah.
but yeah, I had a lot of fun with the Brotherhood of Blood. Is like it's really hard.
I will die. I'm dying.
It's really hard to rank up, but it's fun because there's like a dueling area where you could just, if you want to just have a straight one-on-one fight with somebody, you just
Yeah, the
talk.
Brotherhood of the Blue can let you do the same thing too. But I think you can't do it unlimitedly like the Way of the Red. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did
they've
not
got
know
similar
that.
things,
Huh.
but I think you need to use like a certain item to duel as the blue guys.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, with the red, you could just do it like whenever you want. Which to me, it's like I don't care about the guild at all, or whatever it's called. The
And what do you
Covenant,
get
but
again? You get cracked red eye orbs for that, right?
yeah, and then you can invade people. And invading people's fun, even if you're not like, even if you don't want to be a jerk, you could just do weird stuff.
No, it's fun being a jerk.
I've had some people invade me and then just like be nice to me, and that's always
I have
kind of
never
fun.
done that. I have
I had a
only been
guy-
the cruelest of people.
Of course you are. It's your shepherd.
It is fun to do that. Like I like to in Drangley Castle. This one time I tripped the elevator so that this person was going to think that I went up the elevator and that they were safe. And then I was just like waiting around this corner, and he just like tried to run for the fog gate, and I just stabbed him in the
you
back.
sneaky snake, you.
Yep.
Wow.
Favorite weapons for Dex build? I really like the curved dragon greatsword a lot, which is one of the soul weapons.
I tried to make that. I thought it was too slow for me.
It is it's one of the slower Dex weapons for sure, but it hits
That's
it
the
hits
one
really
that
hard.
shoots that little wave of energy on its R2, right?
Yes, I mean that's another thing that I really like about it because it's good. You can use that for if you're in a crowd. I just got zoned, guys. So.
I know. I was going to life powder you, and I'm like, wait, he's not here anymore.
But yeah, now I'm really liking the Santhier Spear, which just like a PSA on that. In order to actually unlock its like true moveset, you have to break it, and it has incredibly high.
Don't leave. I'm going to give you power. Yeah, and it's annoying to break it unless you like, beat up on enemies with it.
I just hit a wall like 10,000 times.
Oh no, the better thing to do is just join the Rat Covenant and like hit your quote-unquote allies.
I read about that, but I just hate that covenant. I refuse to participate in it.
Wow, why do you hate it?
Because I know that the people that are in that covenant think they're the shit because they can kill people by watching as all the traps that they've set kill them, and it's like, to me, I don't get how there's any enjoyment in that because it's not like a real PvP experience. It's kind of just like
it's definitely
torturing
not fair.
somebody. Yeah.
Well, at least the people they kill don't lose anything because they get summoned as phantoms.
True, but I like to grind for Titanite in the Grimm's, whatever it's called, and I always get summoned as a Grey Phantom. I'm like, alright, let's get this over with, and then it's like the Mastodons and the weird dogs, and there's like axes falling from the sky, and I'm like, alright.
Yeah, whenever I'm in those areas and I really just don't feel like dealing with it, I just run up to the first thing and let it kill me and go back to my world and go back to what I'm doing.
That's a good idea.
I never do that. I always meet them head on.
I mean, the other thing is you're in the water, so sometimes it's like I'm like trying to even get to them, and I get killed before I.
Or
I wish there was that ring
one
that
I
made it so you
hate
can run in
is
water.
that the one in the hole with the rats. You always spawn in the exact same location, and there was one time I was in there. This one guy was just sitting there with pyromancy, and he knew the timing of the summon.
That's
BM. Like, whatever. I'm like, okay, I go back to my game. It's like,
thank you for the loading screen, jerk.
Yeah, thanks for the 2 loading screens. I hope you enjoy your 1,000 souls. Move on.
Yeah, that was another thing
that was interesting. The reduction, like when you kill people, it's now a fixed amount instead of however many souls they had. Like, it was
nice.
Somebody just saved my life. That was about to be like a face full of angry Jaggy. Thank you.
But there was only one pair of footprints in the sand, Roy. It was I that carried you. So I actually, this is going to sound really strange. I did the same exact thing that you did, Roy, but I did not stay the distance. I also made a bandit for my first character, intending to go out with dexterity. But I had a really tough time with it because I didn't quite understand that I could upgrade weapons. And when I finally did upgrade weapons, I upgraded it with a weapon that I probably shouldn't have. It was just like a normal spear.
That's an issue with that game, is that there's so few Titanite early on in the game.
Don't go yet, guys. Hold on.
You're kind of like punished for like if you pick the wrong weapon. Like let's say you're like, all right, I'm gonna go with this weapon, and then you decide later on you don't want to. Well, you can't really upgrade it because Titanite is hard to come by early on in the game.
It is. It's very hard unless you know specifically where you need to go to start unlocking additional resources. And even then, it's like, you're good 1 or 2 hours in for most people. I guess there's a speed run out there of somebody glitching it and beating it in like under 2 hours.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
If you're playing in like the 1.0 game, you can actually go straight to Drenlick Castle.
True.
There's a jump sequence you can make that like bypasses the Gate of Summer.
I've seen a legit one where you just get 1,000,000 souls, because if you have 1,000,000 souls, you can also get through the
yeah.
Oh, I hope he goes.
Well, that's actually that got patched out recently, though, which is really.
Oh, the 1,000,000 souls thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
How did you get 1,000,000 souls?
You just kill a whole bunch of enemies over and over again.
Yeah, It was like bonfire aesthetic stuff.
Though you could do the bonfire aesthetic trick to get the fun little poison armor set.
Oh yes,
Real
guys,
early.
look at this beautiful trap I just set up here.
It's very good.
Nice.
Did you guys just... Somebody use Crag Shot?
That was me.
Wow.
Sweet! Oh man, that's awesome.
I think we're gonna do this, guys. It's gotta
I
be.
hope
it's gotta
so.
be
You know what it
close.
is? It's the fear of death.
What?
Are we talking about Dark Souls again, or are we talking about this?
No, it's because this is Dark Souls style.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is flash bombing a good idea, or is this one of those monsters that when you
Yeah, go
flash
ahead,
bomb,
flash
it's
bomb
okay?
him.
All right, I'm gonna try it.
He's exhausted.
See, I started completely differently with Dark Souls, and I actually like was streaming when I started it out, and I thought it'd be fun to go and do the Depraved. So I did the tutorial section just fine, got my little dagger, and then when I got to town, not knowing really anything about the Covenants, because I kept myself completely in the blind as much as I could, I immediately went and joined the
Champions?
Champions Covenant.
Yeah.
And I had a death counter going. And
Oh what? Shepherd?
Oh no.
Nice.
Shepherd!
Uh-oh,
Shepherd!
did I disconnect?
Yep.
Yes!
Yeah.
Again.
Oh, you know what that is? That's my Wii U. Oh, this happened
Freezing.
once before where it froze.
Oh, interesting.
That's weird.
Well,
So
you guys have to finish it. You guys have to go the distance.
man.
It's the three of you in there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've always believed in. He's probably really close to being captured.
I've got another pitfall.
I have also a pitfall. No, a shock trap.
I've got both. And I got Tranks. But I need to
Can
make
we tell if he's capturable?
I don't have glue or anything. I
Yeah,
don't think he has a tail.
I'll put a pitfall down and
We're gonna
See
see
what
about
happens.
that.
Oh,
Oh no, Cthulhu! Alright,
the
How are we
Trace
doing
ready.
over there? Is it pretty
Cthulhu
cool?
died.
Not ready, not ready.
Not ready? Alright.
No.
Okay, Roy, it's just me and you now.
We got this. We
Dark
got
Souls.
this. If he zones, I need some meat, by the way.
I have a dung bomb if you want to.
That's okay. I think I'll be right.
Oh no! Oh man, I dodged. Oh man, Superman threw it, but it wasn't long enough. You know what?
So is it just Roy now?
No, it's
No,
okay.
it's two of us still.
Okay, I was gonna say because like one of you's got to go back in and record the thing. One of you's got to be a cameraman.
Whatever, max potion. Doing it.
But yeah, with the Depraved run, I got to the point where I was like 6 hours in. I was averaging like 6 deaths every 10 minutes.
That's
Wow.
not good.
And I was like,
That,
what is
well, how's
hell?
it even possible to be that?
Yeah.
Well, it's
dead?
it's because the so as a Depraved, like all I had was a dagger. And like no stats.
Yeah, but
and,
you get weapons so early though. You can get like.
well,
a
I didn't know
broken
where a lot
sword.
of I didn't know where a lot of them were, and I was
Oh,
like
okay.
going,
Well, that's fair.
you know, I was completely blind and whatnot, and trying different routes, and so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna restart and figure out what's going on. And I looked up the Covenant real quick that I joined just to make sure that.
You want
was
some
an
meat?
issue. I was like, oh,
Yes, please.
so this one makes it New Game Plus. I'm like, so don't join that one. Okay. And then I went through, and the second character I was doing I was trying to do I picked the gift for the
Alright.
birds
Thank you.
and got the old whip. And so I was like, oh, I'll do a whip
nice.
build. And so I was working up a whip build, and I was like, okay, well this is kind of good, except it breaks constantly. So I then went with a strength build. And it ended up becoming a dual-handed strength build because dual maces is just devastating.
Yeah,
Dual Maces
yeah.
is so good.
I saw a speedrun with that. I
Like-
think actually the Million Soul speedrun used that same
Yeah,
strategy.
like you can with the dual maces, you can basically like three-shot the old giant and just like, oh wow. But yeah, I've beaten the game. That first character, I've got to New Game Plus Plus with that character, and then another character I'm like the +4 or whatnot. So, but I had to like, besides trying to get my platinum trophy. It was
That's a
pain
tough
in the-
trophy, man. It's really hard to get all the sorceries and all the pyromancies and stuff
You got to
this
go
time
to
around.
like New Game plus plus plus.
Right, so The big one though is if you get the, you have to do the Covenant of the Bell Tower to get their tier 2 or 3 spell.
Yeah, the hidden weapon, yeah.
But all the other ones can be bought from vendors if you get to New Game Plus Plus.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, because...
Oh god, Roy, you're almost dead.
I am very close to being dead.
Don't die!
No, I got hit as well. I was almost dead. No.
Oh.
I believe in you guys. He's got to be so close.
Oh boy, I max potioned and then he just like...
Right? Can't like, I mean, we were really like counting on him.
Yep.
Well, you just don't know, right? Oh man.
The real Dark Souls. I essentially fell off a cliff. That's what happened to me.
Oh.
I have one, Roy. I have one trap left. Should we try it?
I've got 2, so...
All right.
Yeah, go for a shock trap and try to trank.
It might be... No? No, is he leaving? Please leave. Please leave.
I'm gonna use it now if he's so close to exiting.
But one of the big things with Dark Souls 2 is I like the
that was a mistake.
a lot better than the Dark Souls 1, and even most of the Demon Souls bosses.
I have some. I like the bosses, but I have some complaints, like general complaints about the game.
So
or I've been like reading some that are like to me really valid. Like I feel like bonfires are too close together, and I don't think you should be able to teleport like instantly.
Yeah.
Especially because the game encourages...
That was such a cool thing, right? And the first Dark Souls unlocking teleportation, and then it's given to you.
Yeah, and also there was a bigger reliance on finding shortcuts because there were less bonfires. So it's such a good feeling when, we got a limp.
Oh,
we got
he's
this,
limping.
we got this.
You guys have it?
Yes.
I'm so angry that I'm not there.
Maybe we got this, we don't know yet.
Let's see. Okay, well we have... Do you have any traps left, Christian?
Yes, I have one.
Okay, so then I'll put one down and just as
I don't have trank shots.
Oh, I've got tranks.
All right, sweet. Put it down then.
Where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going? Yeah, let's put it down. Don't die! Don't die! Don't die!
All right. He's limping into it. He's limping right into it.
Yes.
Yes. Do it. Do it.
Yes.
Sweet victory against all odds. Oh man, Roy, you son of a gun.
Yeah.
Literally.
It was teamwork. It was teamwork.
It was teamwork indeed.
But yeah, like I completely agree with like the whole bonfire issue, and I think the biggest issue with teleport was if they hadn't made you go back to town to level up all the time. Like there wouldn't have been the need for the immediate teleport. Like if you could still level up at the bonfires.
If you could not do that, that would have been very annoying.
Yeah. Because I know there would have been a lot of times where I would have lost all my souls if I had to backtrack manually to that town to begin with. But I mean, even if you just like say like made it to where you had to have defeated a boss to use the teleport, would have been even just a simple answer. Because having it just, or even like defeating like the first couple, because you're typically those first couple bosses, as soon as you defeat them, you're just going right back to this hub anyways to go down a different path. Most of those beginning paths don't really...
You're either doing the giant or the dragon rider, and then you're probably going to go back to level up.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I didn't even know how to level up the first character for a while.
Yeah,
even though it clearly tells you see the maiden in green or whatever to level up, I was like, no, how do I do this?
Yeah, who's the maiden in green? Because depending on like where she spawns that time, she's hard to see.
Oh, it's true. Yeah. Another thing that I'm like not crazy about is the story. I think Dark Souls to me seemed like it was like there was a mastermind who had this wonderful story, and he just threw you like little tidbits of, and you can kind of, if you really focused and saw a lot of the game, you could start to piece it together. But I feel like this game is just like, hey, you're special or something. Why don't you do what this lady says? Go to the castle. It's like it's very like A then B then C. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I feel you.
And like the big thing I liked with Dark Souls 1 was that there was no real storytelling. But this one, they really did storytelling through the maiden, and it really felt kind of out of place.
I agree.
And it's just like, yes.
Arena match.
Arena match. All right.
Shepherd.
Let's finish up.
And the wolf?
Yes.
I like the sounds of that. Sorry to not have you on my team, Roy, but Christian and I are building a strong and sweaty romance over...
We're making a star child. We're making a star child.
What's going on? We're doing arena stuff now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
We do
okay.
arena races.
You join Hulu.
And seriously, if you ever want to like meet up for like Monster Hunter 4 arenas, like I will do those all day long. Like, those are my. I would actually. A dream to me is if Capcom released a Monster Hunter that was nothing but like new arena challenges released once a day for a year.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah, when I was over in Japan, I was like, I would try to get people to do arena with me. And then once I got to high rank, I was like, okay, I want to get this. I want to get the the arena gear. But I would go online, and people in Japan are too polite in Monster Hunter. Like if they come to your room, they're not going to make a quest. They're going to wait until you make a quest.
All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah, let's
hold on.
count down to it.
What
What are you going to use, Christian?
I'm going to use Sword and Shield.
You want to be slime scrubs?
What?
We'll slime scrubs together? Yeah, we'll do it together.
Yeah. Okay. We have bombs and
What are you
everything.
going to do, Roy?
I'm thinking either hammer or glance.
All right.
What are you thinking?
Glance.
I'll
Wow.
probably
Glance.
I'll do the longsword.
Longsword? Okay, then
Right.
maybe I'll do... Okay, I'll do... Yeah, I'll do hammer. Okay, I'm ready.
3,
Okay, all right.
2, 1, go.
I like
And
our odds,
if we
Christian.
lose, we can just blame slime.
You should blame slime now, so you have it for posterity. You should just say you guys won because of slime right now.
Well,
and I'll just,
the
like,
last
clip that
arena
later.
match Shepard did slime, and it was like, yeah, it was over quickly.
Slime! Easy max potion. Oh yes, I need this.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, Christian.
All right.
No pressure.
Don't stress out. I need to get my juices going.
You need to win, man.
All right, got this. This is not starting well.
Yep.
We need to get that slime all over his body.
I'm massaging him. I'm in places where he didn't even know he has places.
Making sure he's got appropriate men's health.
Ah yeah, getting all those places all oiled up.
So, Roy,
What's up?
we're slowly nearing the end of the podcast. Are there any projects you've been working on personally, such as any more guides or the My Fair Hunter podcast you'd like to speak a little bit of?
Ah yes.
I haven't. I've been like really lazy since I got back. I'm gonna blame Dark Souls as well. I don't have anything in the works at the moment, and I've
You
kind
want to
of
talk
like
a little bit, because this was essentially a Gunner episode, a little bit about that Gunner's Guide that is still available for sale?
Oh man, what?
Sure. So before I left, Sarah and I we were the two involved in the My Fair Hunter podcast, which I'm sure you've all seen and loved. Yeah, we made a guide on how to use bow and the various bow guns, which I'm also probably going to... Actually, this is one thing I do have planned, is I'm going to like revise them to work with 4, because there's
that
a
is
lot
really
of...
cool.
Yeah. And it's going to be like, if you already bought it, then you'll just get the updates automatically. Like,
Oh, that's
you
very
just get a
good.
new PDF. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a PDF on with art by Sarah on like how to use the bow and bow gun, and then there's also friend Nirik. I don't know if you guys know Nirik.
Yeah, I know Nirik. We play
yeah,
with him sometimes.
He did the audiobook version because I was like, you know what?
I did
wanna
not
have an
realize there was an audiobook version.
There is, yes. So if you're driving to work and you want to study up on Monster Hunter, there you go.
That is something I want to do. No, I'm not even joking. Where are my audiobooks? I want audiobooks for everything. I'm mad now.
you know, that Nirik, he's got like the greatest voice.
He's got a
kind
great
of
voice.
right.
He was doing the Club 1K Joe for a while, right?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Is he still doing that?
I don't know actually. I don't think so. I think he's just like his own streamer now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think his channel is like Neeric Digital. You guys should all check it out.
Oh!
Everyone.
I'm like doing really bad over here. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, we're
Don't
not
have any tricks.
doing so hot either. Like all this slime thing, not doing so great.
No,
for-
not enough slime.
Also, this guy doesn't like spin around enough. He should do that more.
He's just spinning around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not doing that enough for us either.
Can you tell us about your best meal in Japan? 'Cause I know
yeah.
the food is very good.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I had a lot of ramen.
Man.
Like, a lot. I actually got to the point where I was sick of eating ramen.
What?
I didn't think.
Impossible!
Did they have to remove your gallbladder? Do you still have your gallbladder intact?
I do, but
You did not eat enough ramen.
Yeah.
I found some places. I remember, Mike, you were saying that if you do ever visit, you wanted to know some good places to destroy your gallbladder, and I think I found
Yes.
some.
Yes.
So-
No, there is a there are places where you can go, and apparently it's like a common occurrence for people that are new to ramen,
Mhm.
and especially to eating at that place. Like your gallbladder's gone. Like it's going to be removed. Just get ready for it.
Come on, stop flinging yourself halfway across the map.
Yeah, he's not behaving for us either. He's
Who picked this? Why are we doing this?
he watched
I did it, 'cause I'm a bad
center
person.
stage. He thinks now he's a ballerina or something. He's spinning around a lot.
I love it when you get hit by his tail and you're just sent like completely flying.
Oh man, yeah, that just happened.
Have
to
you used
me.
your bombs yet, Christian?
No, I haven't. Should I?
Should. Next time he lands like that,
All right.
good time to use them.
What happened, Shepard? Survive!
Just
Survive!
my butt is clenched so tightly. Oh, like veins are sticking out of my head.
Dang it. Horrible time to sharpen. Horrible time to sharpen!
He's turning. He's turning. Shepard, he's turning. Can you evade him when you stay at close to his feet when he's turning?
Yeah, there's a little safe area.
Right.
Oh,
No.
I almost got away with it.
Install this thing. Oh man, I ran out of stamina. Oh, this is horrible.
Download bombs.
I don't have the icebreakers.
Yeah, you do. You should have 10.
This is not going well.
Not with that attitude.
This is Shepard and Wolf. This is a trial for Shepard and Wolf.
It's been a while. The love is still there.
We are like the Evangelion unit 01.
Oh.
Oh, Shepard!
I blocked it, for what it's worth. How many deaths do they give you? Oh, only 3. Ooh,
Yeah.
That's not good. Oh, we've been in this for almost 7 minutes. We still have a minute and 15 seconds. I think we can do it. I think we can get the S rank.
All right.
You know, if I don't
man.
get caught up in this whirlwind.
I'm in a Frontron situation here. All right.
Did you use those bombs yet?
No, I didn't have any opportunity. Every time
When he
just-
lands is when you want to use them.
Yeah, but I either ran out of stamina or health.
Oh.
I'm gonna die. Shepard. What? The?
They just
I
launched his-
didn't know he has this kind of attack. Man,
He does.
I haven't.
It's really
fought
funny
him.
when you get hit by it because you just get sent completely flying.
I haven't fought him too often, I must admit. No,
So
man.
we haven't done much baseless speculating in Monster Hunter 4U. Let's do some baseless speculating in Monster Hunter 4U.
Yama.
Alright.
I would like a competitive arena.
I just went Yama.
Oh man, Yama would be great.
I mean, basically anything's on the table right now, right?
Yeah. I'm sure we'll have at least one or two more of returning Elder Dragons from previous titles.
Maybe Chameleos. I don't know. He's kind of the odd man out right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Chameleos would be great. I would love to have Chameleos. Bouncing all the time. Oh man, this is not...
He's exhausted.
That's good.
So now's our chance.
For what? Do we have
Damage.
any traps? We don't have traps, right? We have only bombs.
Well, there's
There
a place
are
you can
no
gather
traps.
flash bombs.
Need to sharpen. Oh!
Whoa!
We did it!
Oh,
We're done, guys.
just
I
barely not
haven't
our
even used my
strength.
bombs. I'm sorry about that, Shepard. There
That
was
would've
just no
been it.
opportunity.
That would have been what pushed us over.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's time to shield bash each other. Come towards me.
This never happened before. I swear.
No, it's okay.
It's not possible.
It's still good. The passion's still there. It's
Can we
never,
cuddle?
it never left. I never
Can we-
stopped feeling it.
Can we at least cuddle?
Yes.
Okay. Hunter King Coin. Yes, my best. It was my best time. Oh man, 58 seconds after.
Yeah, no, for us, yeah, it's okay. First time out of the gate without much planning, I think.
Yes. Yes. So how are you guys doing?
Horrible. No, not really. I don't know. This is never a fun fight.
It's really hard to tell because he has so many hit points.
Not when you use slime. You know, there should be more packaged Monster Hunter like licensed things in the United States for when 4U comes out.
There we go.
Monster Hunter themed Go-Gurt.
Go-Gurt. Mm. So what is your time, guys?
I don't know.
That's probably like
Don't
9
even
minutes,
care
45
anymore.
seconds. It was only like a minute faster than us. A minute slower than us. It was still a good time.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Still A rank, right?
Yeah. I think so.
That's
I don't remember. I'm just glad I
All right.
completed one.
All right, join us at the table, and we shall finish up this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid.
This was-
outside of my actually, but you know, me dying, my Wii U dying when it did add some dramatic tension to that
It
fight,
did.
didn't
It did. I was amazed that we did it. Wow. I'm so happy.
It's because all the Dark Souls we've been playing, guys.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's been
Yeah.
apparently.
good practice.
Yeah, Dark Souls mode is now the mode to go, I would say.
Should it go for every fight? You die, you stay in the game.
That's an interesting punishment technique.
Or you die, you have to delete your armor set.
No.
Let's try the first level first, and then see how it goes.
Man,
as
if
we
I had to
move
do
on.
that, I would just wear like the leather set all the time.
Oh
Then
yeah,
you would
that's
have
a
to
good idea.
constantly
Just
be
rebuy
remaking
it.
leather sets.
I could just buy them though.
Sure.
All right, let's wrap it up. The website you should visit is teamworkcast.com, bing, where you can still watch lots of videos, not only our videos, but also other people's videos. And also, Roy, you also have your videos on there, right?
I do, yeah. Although I haven't put one up there recently, but I have another episode in the works, which should be coming out hopefully on Monday. And
Yay.
there's some more tales from Japan in there that are kind of weird.
I really want to watch that.
Excellent. So teamworkcast.com, bing, and also remember you can also schedule hunting parties there if you want to play with other people, which is also excellent. So Roy, where can people check out your stuff except from teamworkcast.com?
You can go to kotowari.org, or you can follow me on Twitter, which is @kotowari. And then you can, there's links there to just about everything else. You can find the guides off of my site, and also from my Twitter. And then also myfairhunter.com for our podcast.
Sweet. So on our channel, on our YouTube channel, there's of course still probably at this point when this episode was released, there was already hundreds of Dark Souls Let's Play of mine and Naxxelas already released, and of course there's going to be a couple episodes of Netrunner matches released as well. We have some of them in the pipe. Is there something else planned, Shepard? And Shepard, you have been releasing a lot of videos as well on your channel, right?
Just a steady stream of Monster Hunter 4 LP. That's all that is. If you want to see many of the weapons, many of the lower monsters, there's a lot of videos of the higher rank, G rank monsters. But if you're kind of like a casual sort of person like me, you want to see some easy monsters beaten, adequately. I'm not going to talk it up too much.
Have you plugged them at teamworkcast.com already?
You just did.
Well, no, I mean, have you uploaded and then linked them there?
I have many of them. When I do that, it will immediately wipe out all the other videos in the queue, but I'm cool with that. Because it just automatically loads them up. But yes, I will make sure many of them are uploaded, but the more recent ones may not be, so I will do that.
All right, sweet. And Cthulhu, is there something that you are preparing?
There's a few things I'm gonna try and get done, but I don't want to go on them yet because I'm just gonna be starting a new job, so I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to actually work on them. But there might be some surprises. I'm gonna try and get back to a regular stream schedule as well, so people can keep an eye on the Twitch Teamworkcast channel, and there'll be some stuff. I think it was last week I had a stream for the Arcade beta or alpha. And
nice.
I'm probably going to try and do another one of those.
That was very popular. That was a very popular stream. People wanted to see that.
Yeah, it's been out for a few years and people are really interested in seeing it. And I just happen to have a relative who works for Tryon, so I got access early and they dropped the NDA.
Finally,
and it's
somebody whose uncle really works for Nintendo.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm going to try and do a lot more of that. So, but... Gotta kind of balance things between the new job right now. So,
also the faithful first hours of Dark Souls 2 that you talked about are also recorded on Twitch, right?
Yes, should be there. I'm gonna try and get them edited up sometime and get them on the YouTube as well. But you should be able to see them on the Twitch.
Sweet. So you can see you die, to 6 times every 10 minutes or so.
Yes. The other thing coming up, I'm going to probably put a Let's Play of me playing the Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. I still haven't played it, and it was on sale, so I picked it up. So that'll be going up probably in the next month or so.
Oh, man. I'm looking forward to that one, certainly. All right, guys. So I guess we'll wrap it up. Roy, thank you for being with us this week.
Thank you for having me.
It was a great pleasure.
Yes, I'm glad we were able to beat that laggy jerk or whatever you guys
Oh man, yes, that was a great achievement. Laggy dick, indeed. And so we will be back in another 2 weeks, hopefully, if we can keep up the schedule now that everybody's Dark Souls fever 2 is over.
Our addiction has subsided just somewhat.
So we're gonna see if we can maintain a steady schedule. So see you in 2 weeks. Until then, good luck, good hunt, and remember, make sure your partner likes you before having children. You get better stats.
This is very true.
This is very true.
And what if you just had the kid on a really bad day, and as a result, your child is permanently 2'6", filled with rage, bad at everything.
Well,
you picked the wrong day.
Then you know what? But the thing about that though is, then their max level is going to be so low that you'll be able to get rid of them faster and just make them independent.
Oh my god!
Wait a minute, guys! Is the deprived basically a children of people who hate each other? From Dark Souls, you mean?
Pretty much.
That's pretty much the deprived one, right? You can take 2 people, make them hate each other, and then have a baby.